Welcome back, my lords and my ladies. I sound like the Swedish chef, for God's sakes. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Argento, and we are playing The Witcher 3. Let's jump right in. I gotta come up with something different for jump right in. I feel like a lot of YouTubers say that. How about JRI, jump right in. Jerry? Let's Jerry. Yeah, that's it. Let's work with that. That's a splendiferous idea, Christopher Robin. Winnie the Pooh? No one asked for your opinion, Winnie the Pooh. Go away. Fine, I'll just go back to this corner with the rest of the teddy bears, Christopher Robin. No, I don't have any other teddy bears. And quit calling me Christopher Robin. My name is Argento. Now go away. No one wants you here. I don't want you here. Winnie the Pooh. You know you could be a real dick sometimes, Christopher Robin. Yeah, well, maybe if you stop calling me Christopher Robin. Anyways, welcome to my playthrough of The Witcher 3, guys. We left off playing Gwent, and now we're about to talk to one of the most important in this Witcher game, Gonter Odin. Let's get it cracking.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Let's take some shots.
Fine,
I'll have a drink.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Does magic. Wears nothing but black and white.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Interesting. How do you know yet?
Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gonter Odin, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
I'm not taking a shot. I don't like Jaeger bombs or schnapses.
You seen Yennefer?
Where's Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it.
Of course
It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
Fine.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Poof, he's gone. First of all, we turned around and he wasn't done talking. But you guys will find out why later. Let's head outside.
Done drinking?
Stickheads.
Then fuck off.
Leave the cat out of this. Three against one. You're brave.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bat in my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Okay, Bear Vest. I don't think so, buddy. Oh, me? Oh.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. Buddy guy.
Nice meeting you.
Phew, kick. Well, dispatched these three dickheads rather easily. Let's move on. So what you can do in all the villages, it seems like all the major villages in this game, is that you can go to contact posts or notice posts.
Move it.
And you can get different missions from them. People will post funny things on them. I'm not going to go through every single thing. I'm just going to pick up the main quests off of them. So we'll roll with the two that they give you on this one. So the first one we pick up is Brother Missing. Bastion, my brother went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say, and you'll be in the right. But if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'd give him to the ground the least, like our fathers have done always. I'd bury him neath the barrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpse drawn in the battleground. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. I won't pay much. Alright, first of all, you don't put that in anyways. For I've not much to give, but I'm not stingy with gratitude and sure to show it a plenty. So in other ways, it's gonna pay us. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I may camp there, doing Wildenwirt. So we'll take the Brother Missing. We'll end up doing that near the end of this chapter. Contract, Devil by the Well. This will be the first contract on a monster. Good folk. I know there's a war on and every man's got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one of you who could help a father in need. You all surely know the well in the ruined village, and the devil that guards it with a jealous fury. And if you don't know, well, come ask and I'll tell you. Whoever drives that monster away from the well will get a fat purse of gold. Just don't tarry, for it's an urgent matter. Odin. So we're going to pick up this one as well, and we are going to meet Odin first. So let's hop on Roach. Before then, we're going to speak to this smithy over here. This is an interesting quest. This will show you the shades of gray that this game offers. It's really interesting and why the writing is so well done. Willis!
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some Weiners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. The humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking.
Do you? Do
Spit
you?
when I pass. And now this.
I can find you.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
These are contacts. Alright, so we are going to do Twisted Firestarter. We're going to look around to see who this little asshole is that burnt down his forge. So nothing over here. I don't see anything. So here we go.
Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard.
Ah, a professional.
Boot prints. A man's. Large.
Stumbling. What is this? So it's really cool how they have the detective style. There's a lot of clues that make sense. It isn't just forcefully done in other games. In my opinion, Assassin's Creed would be one of those. I mean, it just kind of seemed like a side feature that they just last minute put in. But through this, it's really fleshed out and it's realistic in how you find stuff and connects to the story.
Stinks of piss and vodka.
Just drunk. Sounds like one of my Saturdays. Let's keep on following the footprints. Where are they going to lead us? I wonder. Man, this guy was stumbling around for a while. Oh, looks like he went for a swim as well.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Check this. Ooh, fishy rotting fishy net. Collect everything, guys. RPG. You're gonna sell everything, dismantle it, anything that you can do.
I can't decide. Should we draw it?
Something jumped out of the rushes.
What is this?
Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush.
Not so sure. Who knows? Will you go to the well in
Let's
Hovel
trek on.
instead?
Tracks lead back to the village.
I'll be ill when I disturb the rest.
And what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure to find all
Bleeding,
of the clues
but not
because it really
badly.
fleshes out the story
Surface
as well.
wound.
I'm going to do my best to find all the clues that I can for you guys. Obviously, I'm going to miss some things. I think I'll get them all when it comes to the missions. I think I remember for the most part.
Lad went missing one day. So
But yeah, you really want to find all the clues to flesh
Started
out the
poking
story,
him,
what
asking.
exactly
He started
happened.
twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Huh, tracks leading here. Couldn't be that. Alright, let's keep on going. No, just kidding.
Trailer. But I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Let's see. And here it
Drowner
is.
claw marks. It's gotta be him.
Strong hand.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa. Our arsonist's a charmer, too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all.
Oh,
And
racist too.
dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies. Do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some.
Yeah, we're turning you in.
What's left is yours.
You bum. No chance.
Magpies
You're
and
coming.
dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
And I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
I highly doubt it. Calm down and come with me.
Calm down. Now follow me.
So as you can see, he's a dick, he's drunk, but I don't think he's a good person, so that's why I'm turning him in. I feel like he would just keep on doing what he does if he wasn't turned in. Just my opinion. I don't know. You guys might have played this a little bit differently, or will play it differently. I don't know if you guys plan to play this game, but this is just how I'm doing it. But it's really good writing. I mean, it shows the shades of gray. You know, what happens when you turn this guy in at the end of this quest is a gray area. Like, did you do the good thing? You don't know. Found him, Willis.
Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap?
I know you ordered
You!
too.
I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you. I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Oh, is that his
Not when
twin
this
in
is
the
a-
back?
This arsonist! A witcher found him!
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Oh man. Village
There's a
love you now,
rebuild of
Willis.
you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them. I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
So now this unlocks lower prices for us here. If we ever want to buy anything, we ever want to craft anything. So we'll be coming back to Willis because he has a couple of different things that we can get. So let's hop on Roach, and we will go and start the contract for the lady below. Another little detail: Roach will go around after you get off him, and he'll eat from one of the troughs around the village. Really cool little detail that
That's
he
it,
does.
Roach.
Damn deer, stick the bark off the trees again.
Whoops, forgot to mark it. So this is the new interface. Interesting, they updated like 3 or 4 times after release of the game. They finally decided on them for inventory. It's a lot more snappier. I think they might have changed it for, it looks a lot more organized than it did. And it's a lot more snappier. Those are the reasons why they changed it, I'm guessing. But yeah, they ended up on this and it looks beautiful. So we're going to head over to the quests. And we are going to do
Whoa!
the Witcher contract.
Hey,
We are going to talk to Ruben.
come on.
So what you can do with Witcher quests, or Witcher contracts, is you can boost up the money that you get. Don't try to go too high because they will always refuse you. I always go a little bit above, and I will show you exactly how to do that.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye, 'tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
Creepy.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master,
I think Alps are vampires.
if you don't take care of it, that
Let me
is,
know in the
it'll
comments.
come kill me
Most
daughter.
possible Alp is a vampire. All right,
I
let's
feel
talk
for
about my
you,
reward.
but this is my job. So let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
So obviously this is going to be the first contract, so it's not going to be for that much. So we're just going to go, let's say 23
You
over,
could
see if
drop
we
your
can get away
price a
with that.
bit. I'm sure we'd agree. That settles it
So
then.
22. So.
Fine,
Right on.
I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
All right, so that's the first contract showing you guys how to pretty much negotiate with these characters. It's pretty easy. You really want to lowball it the first time.
Come on.
And it's usually about a quarter of the full price. So let's head over to the Devil of the Well. I mean, look at how the wind blows the trees. Just all the little detail in the Witcher just makes it amazing. And as you can see how I was talking about, riding the horse fast through the woods, it gets caught on foliage. And that's the only complaint that I have about the horse riding. It is pretty clanky, but, you know, what are you going to do? So here it is, just floating around.
The infamous well.
Pretty scary creature.
A moon wraith. Wonder what it's doing here.
So let's read the entry of Noon Wraiths. So it's really cool how they have this set up. You go to your glossary bestiary. There's also characters, tutorial books, and crafting. I love how they have this set up. Bestiary is like a little book that carries all the monsters and their weaknesses and everything. It's a really cool thing in this game. So let's go to Spectres. Let's go to Devil by the Well. Let's just read about what the story is with this thing. The residents of White Orchard had suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trampled their spring planting. A griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and the rotten icing on this painful cake, a Noon Wraith haunted a nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil the devil. The Witcher could sense something bound to her to this place, and that in order to send her off into the ethereal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for battle. A Noon Wraith is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. These copies slowly suck their victim's life energy, while their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on the silver sword alone. The Erd inside will also be needed to trap her and force her to take on material form. So interesting. So another cool thing, why this game is amazing. Devil by the Well, it gives you the moves that this creature can do in battle against you, and they're real moves. It actually does them, and it has weaknesses against them. It's not like a character that you fight and it just has a health bar, which most games do. There's a lot of thought put into each of these monsters that you kill. Every single monster in this game has weaknesses and certain moves that you need to get past in order to beat them. It's not like you raise up the difficulty, it just gives it more health, like most games do. But it is weak to moon dust, specter oil, and Yrden. Yrden is going to slow it down and take away its ethereal form. So let's read into Noon Wraiths. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid Noon Wraiths. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are Noon Wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the field searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals. Though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time, they are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or a torn veil in the middle of the field, one should not pick it up, and instead back away as quickly as possible. Yeah, so a little lesson there, guys. This is real life too. Never, don't go near any wedding rings or torn veils in the middle of the field. It's just common knowledge. All right, guys. So that's reading about Noon Wraiths. Let's check it out.
Wraith to this place, an object, something she needs before she'll leave this world. Strange. Okay. She's not attacking.
I wonder why.
Whoa, got too close.
Oh. Now she wants some. So you put down the Yrden, she becomes, her ethereal form is gone.
She fled, but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
And we're gonna find out what. So let's check around the houses, picking up every... What's in here? So yeah, guys, you're gonna want to pick up everything that you can. It's just a rule of thumb for RPGs. It's just something that you gotta do. It's used for crafting. I love this game because the crafting, it really isn't a grind. They found that sweet spot that you need in order for people to not get turned off. Whereas there are a lot of games that feels like a grind to craft, but you just play this game, you just search everything, and you'll be able to craft most of the components. Let's examine this skeleton here.
Stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More blood stains over there. But it's not his blood. barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
So yes, these pretty gruesome. This is a mature game. But what makes a mature game mature to me is the writing. It's not going to like the sex scenes, man. It's really going to be about the writing.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
Let's go check out this print. So yeah, like I said before, just looking at every little detail will help you guys round out.
Moonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Moonwraith did this.
Really? You just saw the Moonwraith.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse by the bucket rope. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Arm fell away. Additional weight? Was she wearing something heavy? Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
So we'll jump down there in just a second. First, we're going to go back. And we're going to see a little bit more of what happened in this place.
Journal. Might be useful.
It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Casino. Listed all the harm he's done us. How he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trampled our fields with drunk and very thoughtful people. How he barged in during Peter's wedding, demanded his right of the first night. Now we finally got what we begged Lee to lay forward our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last, we can live as free men. First day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil. Buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves crossed our threshold. And then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't closed our hose. Whoops, little Freudian slip. And that we ought to return to the merchant. Over my dead body, I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker and how happy we were that day. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calm since the sun died, but that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. We'll see. One way or another, I have no intention to move 1 inch from here.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
So now let's head into the well. Let's see what's going on. See if the bracelet... Whoopsie there! Ah! Alright, where is this bracelet? Here we go. Got the ornate bracelet. I think at the beginning when I first played this game, Garrett would like talk underwater and you'd be like, alright, so you get to hear his thoughts? Like, it looks like they fixed that. I might be wrong though. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Moonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
So pretty gruesome what happened here. But as you can see, you want to get all the details because that can affect whether, you know, you solve it correctly or not. Because this game is amazing in the fact that you can solve these crimes, but you can solve it, in my opinion, the wrong way. And you can break curses the wrong way. So I'm really going to be all the clues that I do. Let's head back down, see if we can find our way out of here. Gotta be careful of the stalactites. There's also a potion in this game that lets you breathe underwater for long periods of time. In the future, you get to set out on a vast ocean. Really cool chapter of the game. And there used to be 3 levels of it, but I think they got rid of it in 2. You have to have like a superior. I think it's called ale. That's what lets you go underwater. I think they got rid of it.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
So I don't believe that we have ingredient make. So okay, so we can make the oil. It takes bear fat and arenaria. To be honest with you, this fight is pretty easy. We're probably not going to do that. We're probably just going to fight the wraith with here. It makes it a little bit simpler. Alright guys, so we are back. And we are going to join the woman with her bracelet. See what we can do.
And the bracelet. Igni.
Pretty spooky. I mean, that is kind of disgusting looking.
Hey, I think it worked.
Creature design in this game is great. All right, monster. Come on in my circle of death. So gotta be careful. It can do those moves. Yep. Blinding me. Die, spawn of. Fuck. Die, spawn of Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. And we got her.
She's gone. For good.
So there you guys go. If we didn't research completely, didn't bring that bracelet up and just fought it, we would have come back and we would have gotten it for good. Amethyst dust is used for crafting. You're going to want a lot of it. You can sell it if you have a huge quantity, but you usually want to hang on to it because it's going to be great for crafting armor. Mutagens. Mutagens are used for increasing your powers when you spec up your character. Green mutagens bump up your health. Red mutagens bump up your fighting prowess. And blue mutagens bump up your magic essence. And then we get our first trophy. So let's open inventory. Let's take a look at our trophy. Let's see what it does. Each trophy does something. Bonus experience from humans and non-humans. So we strap this to the saddle and we get more experience. So pretty cool. Let's get going. And trophies look cool, but this one's just a bag. Just a little bag that isn't really that cool, but you'll see in the future that we get some pretty cool trophies along the way. I don't know if you guys watched the trailer for this game, where it does the little lullaby. It's a really cool trailer. Check it out if you haven't seen it, where Geralt fights a vampire. And you'll see that he has the hook for grabbing the trophies off of the monsters. Let's head back to Odeon. a 22 reward.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witch. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it at least.
You know what? Geralt's a pretty weathered guy. I'm sure he can hunt for food. Let's have him keep the coin.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master. Them's warm words. You've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this at least. For luck.
So, like, you get an amethyst out of it instead of the 22. A pretty big deal. So, being kind in this gets rewarding. Where? God damn, where broke? Just likes wandering off. There he is. He just appears out of nowhere. Alright, the next quest that we're going to embark upon is going to be missing in action. We're going to talk to Doomville first.
Fast Roach.
He says he's his brother, so let's keep him going. I did love all the memes about Roach. Like, him being on the roof and everything. It's actually pretty funny. Alright, where the... This way. Oh, sorry, excuse me, pardon me. And as you can see, you do get caught on stuff. So if you do the automatic riding, you know you're gonna get caught. So that is the biggest grief that people have about Roach. So I'm gonna guide him out of the village. We're gonna go find what is going on, or where is this guy's brother. And little things along the way. I mean, there's gonna be bandits. I think I'm gonna do that off screen and not you guys, just so you know it's a little less grindy. I mean, I said it wasn't grindy. It's true. It's fun clearing out the camps. Maybe I'll clear out a few for you guys, but most of the stuff I'm going to do off screen. Discover locations, that kind of stuff. But it's just another gorgeous day in hell. Well, hell for these people. But it just adds to the story what this place looks like. I mean, it's war-torn. The buildings aren't perfect, you know. There's just so much story in the locations.
Often talk to your dog.
There's Bastion's. Guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
Walk the battlefield?
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers feeding. Someone told me they were feared of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen,
Right.
guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me, keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
Actually, they are for show. I'm just cosplaying. I'll help.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. You find your brother alive or slim. Very slim.
Who would have thought? But I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there. Kings do the fighting. I do the dying.
Let's do it. All right, so we get our look at one of the first battlefields. So I guess in the lore, on battlefields, these ghouls arise from them, and then they eat the dead. I believe that's in Slavic folklore. But just White Orchard has some dreary tonal aspects to it. And there's just a couple of stories in White Orchard that are really sad like this, guys. But an interesting ending that I really liked in this quest. Yeah, I like getting my cardio in, dude. We weren't very close, were we, to this place? Yeah, not very close, yeah. Gotta find gonna take us there or what? We're gonna be there.
So many corpses.
This is the battlefield.
And the war's just started.
You're here, good. Bastian, his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flower, we'll find Bastian quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastian. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Well, you better help me, buddy. Alright, let's go on the scary battlefield and find body. So this is a little bit more difficult to find. There's a whole bunch of clues on this battlefield. This is so we don't need to find everything. Or through everything, there is certain comments, but... Oh, ashes. Let's do this fast real quick. So off screen, I am going to brew some oils, just so I can smoke this faster. Do some collectibles, like plants and not. But I mean, these guys are pretty easy to take care of. So you do have degradation of your weapons. You will down what they can do. So you do want to fix your weapons from time to time. Whoop! How dare you! Alright, let's keep on looking.
Ends burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be...
Bastian was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that.
Alright.
He found him! Hussar's caught his scent! Come on!
Let's follow. You go. Use your Witcher senses if you lose the target that you're. You always look at that. You'll always follow the footprints as well. What did you find?
But there is my little man did we defecate ballista bolts landing all around, and all he was
A soldier with a full stomach will not step battlefield. Now, that is an order.
Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastian! Is he... Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
Does it look like he captured him?
My life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosin here found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. Blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosin here. I'll own he'll die. And he can't go back home He's deserted. They'll hang him.
If they find him with us, they'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blackened stayed here.
So here's the problem. What do we do? Your brother's right, it's too risky. If not for him, Bastion would be dead. In this, another gray area. Do we take him in and risk his whole entire family, or do we just leave him here to die? I think there's still a chance that they won't get caught, so we are going to actually help him take the chance. If not for him, Bastion would be dead.
Bastion only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
I could buzz clothes, teach him to wield. But accent. Fine, I'll take him in.
Your accent.
Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Well, there you go, guys. That was the end of this quest and episode. In the next, we are going to tackle the main quest. And off screen, I'll take care of a couple of other